Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plants, and today we are doing part 2 of my series of just seeing how my stickers fit in different planners. Today we are going to be looking at mini happy planners, and I have a horizontal, a vertical, and a dashboard that we're going to be testing out some stickers in and seeing what the main size that I provide looks like in here, which they are sized for a classic happy planner, so obviously they're going to be a lot bigger in here, but we're going to see what they look like anyway. If you don't know what I'm talking about this series, I do have the first video linked down in the description below, as well as it should pop up at the end of this video that you can just click on and watch right after this. But we are going to try and see what my stickers look like in all different planners, and a lot of them I've never heard of. So if you have like a brand that just that I might not know, please comment down below so that way I can take a look and order it, and then that way we can test this out. I do have an Erin Condren ordered. I also have an Erin Condren from last year that I haven't used, but I did order a teacher planner from Erin Condren. I do have a plum paper planner. I have a Laurel Denise, so I already have some of those, but if there's specific other planners that I have not seen before, definitely comment below so that way I know what you guys are wanting to see, and then that way I can continue on the series. I think the next one after this video will be some of the big planners that I have, and just kind of showing what stickers look like in that as well. So we're going to stick with Happy Planner for now, and then as soon as I start getting some of those things in the mail, then I'll start working on the other brands, because I'd love to see what my stickers look like in other planners and see what the fit looks like, because in a perfect world I would be able to make stickers for all the planner brands. That would be my dream. I'm right now that doesn't seem like reality, but that's not to say never, but right now this is what I have, so I do want to take a look at and see what these stickers look like in here. Okay, so again, we are looking at the mini stickers. Now I do have books that are specifically dedicated to this size. I have my Black Boxes Mini, which I know some of these are out of stock. They will be back in stock soon, but I'm just going to show anyway. So we have Black Boxes Mini, which this one has all three of these sizes in here. It has some horizontal, it has some dashboard, and then it has some vertical. So it has a little bit of everything. It also has stickers that fit on the monthly pages of our minis. So that's that one. We have a mini rainbow vertical. Again, this one caters mostly to the vertical, but this one also has a lot of the smaller stickers that you would see in my regular classic size sticker books. This one has a lot more of those. We have a dashboard book, again, just fitting in those dashboard sizes. And then last we have a mini horizontal, which focuses on the horizontal. So I do have books that are sized specifically for these planners. No, there's not a ton yet, but my hope is that I'll be able to come out with some more colorways of those in the future. And then, like I said, some of those books will be restocking the ones that are out of stock. I think the only one that is in stock is the horizontal right now. But I have already done some things. I think I did a reel a while ago kind of showing how these sizes fit in here. So these are all the vertical stickers, so you can kind of see the sizing and how they fit. I think I have some of the dashboard stickers in here. You can kind of see how those ones fit. And then last, I think I have some of the horizontal stickers, so you can see the fit of those. So obviously those ones are sized specifically to fit in these layouts, but because the main size that I offer are stickers that are sized for a classic happy planner, we're going to take a look at what those are going to look like in these sizes. So let's start with the horizontal, because the horizontal was our very first mini that we ever got. This was the only layout that we had. We didn't really have any other layouts until maybe a couple years later, after they started releasing mini planners. And honestly, out of all the layouts for a mini, I think horizontal is still my absolute favorite. So I just pulled out random books. So I pulled out rainbow boxes, and we're just going to take a look at what these look like in here. So let's start with this page because it's falling out anyway. So let's try a vertical box. So this is, again, it would be in a vertical classic happy planner. But let's see what this looks like in my mini horizontal. The fit actually is pretty decent. It fits really well over here, and takes up this space if you're wanting to draw some attention to that one spot. All right, let's go for a double wide box since I have it there. And let's see, if I want to stick this over here, you could either stick it over here and it would cover up the numbers, but I feel like it might fit better in my horizontal if I stuck it vertically instead. And there's a little bit of a gap, but it's not too bad. Could always use some other stickers. So that's kind of how that double wide box is going to fit. And then we have, this is size 2. That would be like in my series boxes. But I'm like trying to figure out where I want to put this. Let's layer it. So I'm going to stick it right in here to kind of see how that one fits. Okay, I got to find the pages with the smaller boxes. All right, so we have our first size, which this is just like the small quarter box. I don't know why this is the color that I keep grabbing, but anyway, and this like helps give you that layering vibe, which y'all know I love to layer. Hold on, I gotta condense some sheets. This one only had 2 stickers left on it, and I just had to get rid of that page. All right, we have a third size. This is size 3. So we can kind of see what this looks like in here. There we go. And I think the only other size we're missing is a square, as far as like the small sizes. All right, so there is your square. So the square fits pretty well in there as well. Not too bad. All right, but when we get to the bigger stickers, this is where I feel like it's going to be a little bit harder. So here is the double long. And this one looks like it's kind of going to fit almost over 3. Or it will, but then it kind of goes into the 4th a little bit. So there's your double long. Now I'm going to just tell you this. I'm not even going to try for all of these because triple long will not fit. The long one, like the really long stickers, this one won't fit. It's longer and bigger than this mini page, and I'll just hold it up so you can see. So you'd have to do some trimming for sure. So the size, so this really long size won't, it just like won't fit there. And that goes for all the minis, obviously, because all the minis are the same, the same size as far as that goes. So that is what those are going to look like in here. I feel like for the most part, they fit really well, like width-wise. Like, so you have this full box, we have the square, and then again, these smaller boxes literally can fit however you want. I honestly think, unless you have really small handwriting, like these ones, like if you have really small handwriting, that's great. But if you don't have super small handwriting, like I do not have small handwriting, you know, using these slightly bigger sizes in here is going to help you out a lot. And when you're already writing in something that's really small, you know, that might help a little bit. So, okay, so that is the horizontal. Let's take a look at the dashboard. I feel like dashboard was kind of next in the sticker game. I'm going to go ahead and take one of these, and we're just going to take a look. If I were to use that to cover that up, it did cover up the first bullet point, but at least it covers up the word nicely. And then we don't have to worry about that. We're going to go back to our full box. I think I'm going to stick the full box over here. If I wanted it to cover up part of that area. All right, then we have our second size. Let's see what this looks like in one of these boxes. There we go. And then of course we have our double long, which is a little bit too long. It's too long to like nicely fit in this section. But if I wanted to like put it over here, or maybe you want to cover up this checklist with something else, it does only go into that just a little bit. All right, and here's our third size. I almost feel like the third size fits pretty well if I put it vertically instead of the other way. Unless you really want it the other way, which if we did it the other way, it would fit in there like that. And then the last size, once again, is a square. For a second, I was like, do I not have a single square left in this book? Okay. Because this is undated, it is like we don't have the numbers there, so it would cover up the numbers, but I feel like that does fit pretty well. And then again, I feel like this also gives you that chance to layer and kind of have a little bit more fun with your stickers in there if you wanted to layer them. If you really wanted to, we could take a full box and we can cut it. One of my favorite things I've seen people do, which I think we'd have to measure to get like super accurate. But if we cut it and then we can place it down, and then you just take this and you can shorten it to where you need, and then you have a box that fits actually pretty well in there. Okay, so those are all the sizes that will fit in there. Again, that super long one will not fit in a mini regardless. But here's what those sizes are looking like in a mini dashboard. And then our last one is a vertical. Now, I know for a fact nothing is going to fit width-wise in this one. I feel like in the other two sizes, it was a little bit easier to get the width. But verticals are super skinny. So I don't really think there's going to be much of any sizes that are going to fit as well as the other things, other than kind of turning them sideways, or maybe you need to block off something super important. Oh, I didn't show a double wide. Why didn't y'all tell me? I didn't show what a double wide. Again, a double wide won't really, like, I don't have, let me grab one that's like, doesn't have lines, because I think it's going to bother me if I use a double wide that has lines. But a double wide definitely, you know, is going to be a lot bigger. So this would be to block out. Maybe you have something going on an entire weekend and you can kind of block off an entire corner. And then again, it kind of is too big for a lot of these, but maybe you don't like to use these checklists. I know I don't. I would always cover them up anyway. But there we go. Sorry, I forgot the double wide. I think it's because I did it so early on the last one that I forgot. Okay, well, so I don't forget, let's look at the double wide over here and just see how this fits. This one almost fits the width of 3. It's just not going to fit the height. So let's see. It's like not too bad. I mean, there's like little teeny tiny slivers on each side, but width-wise, it fits over 3. So again, if you have something go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can literally cover up that and kind of just make that work for that. So that's good to know. We have our little bitty box. I'm going to stick it over here. If you really wanted to, we could write vertically. Let's see what that looks like if those were like vertical instead. All right, second size. This one is still going to be a little bit, even if you turned it, it's not going to be the same width. So kind of just getting an idea. And then our third size is going to be a little bit too big to fit the width of that. So if you wanted to turn it, it would go over ever so slightly. So stick that in there. And then once again, we need this long sticker, and then we need a square. So let's see. Again, not quite long enough to go the full length. And the last one we have is a square to fit in there. So there you can kind of see, like, nothing in here is really, I think this one's the only one that fits, like, width-wise really nicely. Other than that, you kind of just would have to get creative with layering, which I love to layer. It's probably my absolute favorite thing to do. If I could layer all the days, I would. but get a little bit more creative with some layering and trying out new ways. All right, so that is how my classic size sticker books are fitting in mini planners. So again, a lot bigger, but if you're somebody that might have bigger handwriting anyway, it's not the worst thing in the world than trying to like make yourself write a lot smaller. I feel like that's almost worse than trying to make yourself write smaller when that might not be super comfortable. But hopefully this kind of helps you, again, kind of just see what sizes look like. I feel like, again, horizontal had the most. I feel like that fits really nicely compared to the other sizes. And then again, you can do the little hack. We did the little hack where we cut it here and then you kind of resize to what you're needing. But hopefully seeing this visual kind of just helps you. Again, I'm going to continue on this series. Next time we'll be looking at big planners. I have a couple of layouts that I'll be able to show you of what I just had laying around as far as a big planner goes. And then we'll start diving into some other planner brands. So again, if you have any that I might not have heard of or that I haven't said that I've already ordered, definitely let me know down below so that way I can keep adding stuff to my list, because it's good for me to see how my stickers fit in other planners. So this is also for me, not just you. But anyway, you guys, I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!